Oh, it's recording. I didn't think I'd press record. Hi Libras, how are you, my loves? I'm back. I hope some of you are still around. Yeah, I'm going to pull you some cards. We're going to look at past energies, current energies, and where these energies might take you. We're in mid-November, but it's pretty much a timeless reading. If you found it, then there'll be something in it for you, no matter what the timing. It's a collective reading, so not every bit's will necessarily be for you. Take the bits that apply, yeah, and leave the rest behind. Also, it's a general reading. I'm not pulling on any area of life. So since I've been back, I've done Gemini and Aquarius, and both of those are pretty relationshipy, and I just feel like that's probably what most of these readings are going to end up being about. But let's get you some past energy, Libra. Let's get you some past energy. 7 of Wands. What came out when I was shuffling your cards, you know, to give them a good shuffle before I turned the camera on was, it was King of Cups. King of Cups feels important for some reason, Libra. I don't know if it's going to show up for real in your reading. Ace of Cups sideways. Oh yes, if cards come out sideways, I kind of leave them sideways. It feels right to me. Past energy for Libra. Past energy for Libra. Too many. Ooh, okay. I think that was the Knight of Cups. That really jumped out. It's interesting alongside the Ace, isn't it? Yeah, it was the Knight of Cups. He's actually in reverse, and he's alongside an Ace of Cups. Why are you reverse Knight of Cups? Do you know what? I've had enough of bloody reverse Knight of Cups in my life. By which I mean the readings I've been doing. Aquarius in a sense had a reverse Knight of Cups because it was a Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck and it was a very buried Knight of Cups. I know you've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. Anyway, let's get you some current energy. I'm not loving that energy, I'm not. But we'll dig and we'll see what happens. It's just someone who's not being open. The Wheel in reverse. What else? Current energies. The Devil in reverse. Oh, I swear to God the amount of times I pull the Devil for you, Libra. Anyway. And we've got a reversed 5 of Swords and a Page of Swords in your current energy. Okay, future energy for Libra, please. There's your King of Cups that we were talking about. He's also in reverse. Oh. Hi Betty. Really? You want to come and sit in this energy? Are you sure? I'm not enjoying it. Okay. Temperance reverse, 6 of Pentacles. Alright. Alright. We can be moving towards balance, I feel, with this 6 of Pentacles upright. It's only a minor arcana, but I'm kind of liking it for you, especially because it feels a bit like a mini Justice, which is you, Libra, which is you. We've got the Devil reversed. Okay, that's interesting. We've got the Devil reversed at the centre of your reading and the Sun on the bottom of the deck. Okay, right. So the overall energy of this reading really then is about shining light on your shadow, you might say. Shining light on those patterns of behaviours of yours that are difficult to shine a light on because they're bits of yourself that you don't like. And as much as they're bits of yourself that you don't like and you don't want to examine, they are pulling the strings. They are pulling the strings in quite a subconscious way. But with the Sun on the bottom of the deck, there is a sort of energy of shining a light on that. That's kind of what I'm getting for you. Quick overview then of past, current, future, and then we'll dig, because I like to dig. Seven of Wands sideways, Ace of Cups sideways, Knight of Cups in reverse. There's just blocked emotional energy here. You see, I'm looking at the Seven of Wands and I'm thinking it's coming from a place of defensiveness, but I'm actually not seeing that in a sort of negative light at all. You know, like the idea that you're being defensive when you should be like letting your walls down or something like that. I'm not getting that. It's this defensiveness feels quite correct in a way. Do you know what? I think that's because this is your energy. This Seven of Wands defensiveness is your energy, and this blocked emotional energy is somebody else's. So yes, of course you're defensive, Libra. Yes, of course you're wondering how much of yourself to give, because you're meeting up with an energy here that's not flowing. Not flowing. It's not flowing. It's not turning. This came out in reverse, looking at the current energies. And of course we've got a devil. So, right. So this is one of your patterns of behaviour that you're shining a light on. How you react when someone is in this reverse Knight of Cups energy, when someone is maybe not giving what they should be giving. Right. But I see you working on that, so that's good. And it feels like you're learning a lot about yourself and learning a lot about kind of the psychology of the situation, I guess. Five of Swords in reverse. And actually, it's helping you move out of this energy of self-sabotage. Nice, Libra. We'll see what happens when we dig, but this is nice. Future. There's your King of Cups reversed. Isn't that interesting? Temperance reversed. Six of Pentacles. Look, ultimately, like, stuff is being brought into balance with that Six of Pentacles. That does feel hopeful, but it's minor arcana, and it's, come on kitty, and it's a bit overshadowed by the Temperance in reverse. Temperance also being a card of balance, but it's in reverse. There's work to do here. There's a lot of work, there's a lot of digging to do here on this bottom line, which I think is generally a good place to do the digging, because I call it future, but really it's more like, what options have you got and what outcomes might that produce? That's more the way I would like to think of it. I wonder why that King of Cups is in reverse there. Well, that's talking about the nature of the imbalance. The nature of the imbalance is an unequal emotional exchange. Right, let's dig, let's dig, let's dig. Let's see who is in this Seven of Wands energy then. Who is in this Seven of Wands energy, please? Father of Pentacles. Temperance in reverse again. We're getting repeat cards. It's this Seven of Wands energy is linking up with this future energy. Very interesting. So I feel like this is your energy, and I feel like you're very much trying to find balance within yourself with this Temperance card. This balance is definitely available to you, this internal balance, let's say, because it's showing up in your future, albeit in a way where we maybe need to dig to find out how to access it. But part of how you're accessing it is being in this King of Pentacles, Father of Pentacles. So this is someone who's grounded, and you know, she's meditating in this card, and meditation might be one way you find yourself in that grounded energy. So like, keep that up, well done. Or you know, or even yoga, to be very specific, but we just have to go with what we're getting on the cards, don't we? What else about this Father of Pentacles? What else about this Father of Pentacles? Yes, groundedness, but also... Ah, look, there we have it again. That Six of Pentacles. The amount of repeat cards I'm getting is incredible. So look, that's just reinforcing what I'm saying about balance, because we've got Temperance and Six of Pentacles up here, linking it to the Temperance and Six of Pentacles down here. It all links. I mean, he is a balanced emperor. Whenever we, king, whenever we see the rainbow in this particular deck, it speaks of balance. And your Six of Pentacles is upright again. And your Temperance is reversed again. It's the same. So, what does this tell me? Like, Minor Arcana upright, Major Arcana reversed. It's almost... It feels like you're starting to scratch the surface with this idea of finding balance within yourself, I guess, put it that way. And it's like there's a really... It does feel like good progress has been made, and it's sort of... the room is there for sort of deeper exploration of that within yourself, something like that. I specifically feel there's more I'm supposed to say about this Father of Pentacles, though, and I've not said it. Let's just see. Okay. The Chariot. The Chariot. The Chariot. Interesting. It almost feels like making a choice to go... You see, you've got the this way, the that way. It almost feels like making the choice to go in a certain direction is somehow helping you with this balance. Take that as you will. Maybe it's to do with either going towards or away from this Knight of Cups person. Yeah, the Chariot's like a really nice flowing energy, quite a loving energy as well. The way it kind of moves, it's sort of some kind of... I get these weird ways that it comes through to me. It's like you're sending the love and the energy out, and it's like it's on this wheel, and it like comes right back round to you. Does that make sense? And it's like somehow the Father of Pentacles is grounded enough to do that. So when you're in that grounded enough space, you can do that. You can send it out knowing that it's going to come back somehow. It's like some sort of faith in karma or something. Some sort of trust in the flow of energy in the world. It's somehow that Father of Pentacles is allowing you to enter into that energy, and I think it's through a certain groundedness and stability that you can find within yourself. Something like that. I hope that makes sense. So who's this Knight of Cups then? Who or what? And I'm thinking it's a who. Oh, okay. Ace of Wands just popped out there. It's the Libra deck. Let's see if we can get anything about this. It's like this Knight of Cups can't decide whether to give you his cup of love or not, I'll be honest. He's in reverse. His cup is on the side. It's all just a bit like... I mean, I don't love it. I don't love it for you. But I see that you're in a very grounded position where you're very much aware of the issues at play. So I do like that for you. But like... what's this Knight of Cups playing at, hey? Why would you not give your love to my Libras? My Libras are epic. I love my Libras. Who's this Knight of Cups? Tell me more about this Knight of Cups, please. So we had a Two of Wands flip, but it didn't fall on the table. I mean, that's deliberation. I mean, yeah, hello. For fuck's sake, Mr. Knight of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, wavering. And it's come out in reverse, so it's just like, oh God, honestly, I'm sorry you're dealing with this, because I just think it's a bit of a shitty, disrespectful thing to be dealing with, whoever it is. I mean, you know, the Knight of Cups obviously in a lot of cases speaks to a romantic connection, I can't hide that, but however it applies to your life, it could be someone wavering on a business deal, you know, someone, family member wavering on, you know, whatever, but it's bloody frustrating, apart from you are being awesome about it, so well done, Libra. I don't even think you need me to dig under this person, Libra, because I think you're pretty fucking awesome in yourself. I mean, yeah, we want to turn this Temperance the right way up, and we'll get to that. I suppose for confirmation I could try and see just a bit more of the history of this connection, though, just for confirmation for you, so you know it's your reading or not. Let's see if we can just get some that's too many cards. If we can just get some sort of idea of something on the past history of this connection. Five of Cups. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of regrets tied up to this whole fucking thing. There's a sense of loss of that Five of Cups. I would say you are not together. You are not with this person. Have you ever been with this person? Have you ever been with this person? Let's find that out for you. Just so you know if it's your reading, I guess. Oh, it's the Chariot again, in reverse. It feels like it might barely have ever got off the ground with this person somehow, to be honest, for a lot of you. But then that sense of regret does tell me that, oh God, you've been vulnerable with this person in some sort of a way. I don't know if that's emotionally or sexually or what. Like, there's some sort of bloody history here. Whether it ever turned into a proper relationship, I don't know, Libra. But anyway, there's a sense of separation now. There's a sense of regret. The regret, though, is tied up to them, not you, Libra. I mean, obviously, reverse energies as it applies. But for most of you, I'm seeing you as this person who's actually quite grounded. And, do you know, it does seem like you might have made a decision to end this with the this way, that way card. While they were bloody wavering and faltering and fannying around. And yes, the regret would therefore be attached to them, because there's no openness here from them. Whereas with you, there's much more of a sense of honesty or something like that. Let's dig under the current energies then. Now, where are we at? 18 minutes. Yeah, these readings are taking about half an hour. I mean, on the face of it, you look at these cards and it's not feeling great. But we've got this Sun on the bottom of the deck, which is shining on your Devil. You see, you've recognised what patterns are at play here, I feel. And that's probably helped you make your choice, helped you to stay grounded. You've done a lot of learning. It's like I've already said. Patterns of behaviour within relationships, perhaps. Five of Swords in reverse, moving out of an energy of sabotage, because normally you would, I feel like past, you know, young Libra, say, would not have recognised these patterns and would have kind of done this whole self-sabotage thing where you sort of chase after a reverse Knight of Cups. Who wants to chase after a reverse Knight of Cups? Leave them to it, you know. What shall we find out? Okay, this all makes sense. The wheel. So yeah, the wheel's here to try and warn you, because it feels quite nice what you're doing at the moment, but it feels like this wheel, this reversed wheel, come back, has the potential to kind of upset the flow of the work that you're doing at the moment, which is shining the sun on the devil, which I like for you. So let's dig onto that, because I do feel it's a warning. So let's try and find out more about that for you, because, you know, if there's any areas where you might, you know, face a setback, then it's good for us to identify those, I feel. What was that? The King of Cups upright. Okay. I wasn't sure whether that card wants to fall out or not, so I just thought I'd have a peek at it. Right. Right. Okay. The World. Yeah, so we've had the Three of Wands come out with the reverse Seven of Swords in relation to what might potentially put a spanner in the works, I suppose, of this beautiful work that I can see you doing. And yes, the Three of Wands has come out, which to me is a sort of longing, and it's kind of a longing for this Seven of Swords energy to be upright even. No, scratch that. It's a longing for this Seven of Swords energy to do one, actually. To exit the buildings. Reverse cards can be outgoing, they can be incoming. So, you know, this, when we're talking about this Seven of Swords reverse, we're talking about this Knight of Cups reverse, this holding back of emotion. Seven of Swords is a card of holding back. At worst, it's a card of deception. I don't feel it as deception here, but it's sort of, I do look at these two cards and I do see like a desire to change somebody else's behaviour, a desire that things, that someone didn't treat you like that. Is, yeah, just a wish for someone to not be like this, not be in this Seven of Wands energy. But also with it being reversed, it does feel like you yourself can end up in that energy sometimes, in that you deceive yourself. Probably about the nature of this devil, which is pulling your strings, or which was pulling your strings, but you're breaking that. You're cutting these strings by shining your light. You're cutting these strings, you know. And the Page of Swords also has a sword, so is also able to cut those strings. I mean, she doesn't have a sword in that picture. Oh, she does. She's balancing on her sword. Oh, it's a double-edged sword. Oh, it's interesting that that's come underneath the Two of the Pentacles with the balance. We've talked about balance a lot. I mean, you're a bloody Libra. It's all about bloody balance, right? Why have I never noticed that she's walking along her sword before? That's crazy. The amount of times I've used these cards and not bloody noticed that. I mean, yeah, so it's like, I don't know, double-edged sword is coming to mind. So this might be something that your devil, that might be something tied up with your devil, like bad habits, addiction, stuff like that. There might be something in there that you view as a double-edged sword. I don't know, double-edged sword is coming up. Yeah. So you might be sort of justifying carrying on doing that, whatever it may be, because you see kind of the uses of it, the good things about it, or something like that, if that makes sense. The World also came out, which is always interesting alongside the Wheel. I don't know, sometimes they can feel like quite similar energies to me, that's all, in a way that doesn't really make any sort of sense. So why has it come out though in relation to this? We were talking about spanners in the works, weren't we? That's what we were clarifying. I don't know why that World's there, I have to be perfectly honest with you. Let's just go to this deck. Why did the World come out in relation to this Wheel, please? Ah, okay. So what might put a spanner in the works of doing this, shining this sun on your devil, is thinking that all the work's done and I can relax now, instead of treating it as an ongoing process. Because I clarified it with the Four of Swords, and that's just how I make sense of those cards, so I hope that makes sense to you. Yeah, that could be something that could put a bit of a ending to this work that you're doing when it shouldn't end, because it should be ongoing. It's the type of stuff that you sort of just need to consistently be doing over time, like we're all a work in progress, aren't we? So it's like that sort of stuff, new stuff comes up all the time for us to deal with and think on, and yeah. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me. Should we dig onto this self-sabotage energy that I'm getting? Tell me more about this Five of Swords, please. So back to the Seven of Wands, which we had up there. Oh gosh. So sometimes you can burn out. Yeah. Okay, so it's almost like you work on this. Sometimes you do this work in kind of fierce bursts almost, and it can kind of lead to a sort of burnout. And this is a kind of consistency over time. So that's kind of asking you to kind of consider like more that sort of approach of being consistent over time, rather than this kind of, it's done now, I'm healed, I'm fixed, I've closed out the cycle, you know, I've stopped these patterns of behaviour, I'm never going to do it again, I'm fixed, or I've stopped my addiction. No, you can't just do it in an intense burst. It is progress over time. That's how it's coming through. Let's clarify this future energy for you. How do we get this temperance upright then? Is there anything else to say about that? Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, up here it was how we get the temperance upright was very much linked with the Father of Pentacles, and now we've got the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know, it's like almost a feeling of safety is needed. A feeling of safety is needed. A feeling of security is needed. And often with Pentacles, yes, that is a very physical, environmental thing, but I'm wondering really if this is about a sense of emotional security, that, especially with the King of Cups right by it. It feels like, yeah, a sense of emotional security is needed. And obviously you're separate from this Knight of Cups person. This Knight of Cups person certainly wasn't giving you any emotional security. When have you ever had any emotional security? Have you ever had any emotional security? Let's find out. I wonder if it's something you've experienced, Libra. The Star reversed. No. I don't feel that you've ever had that emotional security, or if you have, you've had glimpses of it. So it's just all the more harder for you to find that in yourself and then have this sense of balance within you. Yeah, I think this is a story for so many of us, to be honest, Libra, and I think this is half the reason I do these readings. Star in reverse. It's almost like a fantasy. Like emotional security is like a fantasy to you. More and more the Star reverse is coming through to me as a fantasy. And it's not like an unhealthy fantasy, but it's like, it's almost like you have to use your imagination to be able to feel it, or something like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that though. Do you? Let me know in the comments. It feels like, actually that might be pretty good, because that can help you. If you get into the feelings of something, of how you feel when you're going to get something, that can help you get that thing. That is part of what everyone calls manifestation, I think. Nine of Wands, yeah, because, yeah, all right, let's talk about past wounding. Nine of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Yeah, the Nine of Wands really backs that up and tells me that we're going on the right lines with saying that you never really did have that sense of security, because Nine of Wands is those wounds from childhood. I'm going to say from childhood because we've got a page. So it's like you have to provide that sense of security for yourself in the same way that a parent provides it to a child. It's like you are having to parent yourself. But then you get your spark back. And you know what? I've only done all the air signs. Air signs? Is that what I'm talking? Is that the right word? Yeah. So you're the third of the air signs that I've done, and every single one of you has had the Ace of Cups on your bottom row. And it's come through in the same way as like this idea of getting your spark back, getting your creativity back. And that's what I feel is waiting for you when you get back in balance and find a sense of security within yourself and get this Six of Pentacles. But more importantly, get this Temperance as well in reverse. There's also something coming through here about being patient with yourself, especially with the way the Eight of Pentacles has come here, which is that diligent, consistent work over time, which I think sometimes you can get a bit impatient with, and you're just like, now, burny, 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 hot, 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 do it, do it, do it, intense, 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 and then I can relax. Intense, relax, intense, relax, intense, relax, maybe try and smooth it out a bit, sort of thing. I know, I don't want to hear it either, Libra. I don't want to hear it either. Patterns of behaviour though, isn't it, my loves? This is the whole reason we're here for this reading. You've got Devil smack bang in the centre of your reading, but look at that beautiful sun shining on it. Yeah. Hope that makes sense to you. I'm just going to cut it off there, because what else can I say? I don't know. Let me know how it resonates with you in the comments, my loves. I do hope it made sense to you. But all about balance for Libra. You couldn't make it up. It's just, yeah. Okay, I'll check you next time. Bye.